Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Dalen View with 503 rating versus XX, the mother language, with 791 ratings. So this is going to be another high rated DB video, and let's hop right in. And then we are going to see Dalen View win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, so they can decide if they want to go first or second. Looking at deck counts, we see 40 versus 48. And then they are going to go ahead and decide to go first. Opening hands, we have Droll, YuGiToad, Order, Ice Dragon's Prison, and Meltdown. Everyone keeps opening in this card game one. It's honestly beautiful, but... so we see Invoked, Eldlich, with some like trap cards in it. And then they have Fire, Imperm, Nib, Imperm, and Bell. So it's Prank Kid. They do open up 4 hand traps going second. Then they're going to activate Meltdown, and then that's going to search out Alistair. And then normal summon Alistair, and then use the effect, and then they're going to go ahead and chain Imperm to that. And then link away for Amirage, and then link away for Secure Gardena, and then set some back row pass, they draw Veiler. It's a whole lot of hand traps. Normal summon out Fire, and then battle phase, go ahead and beat over. Oh, they don't know. Oh, they don't know. I mean, they could have also impermed this and then normal summoned and linked away. But I feel like they could just like normal summon and beat over, but they just don't know here. Yeah, because it has to burn to summon, and this will stop it. Wow, that's just a huge misplay. Yeah, then go ahead and activate YuGiToad in the end phase, draw Ash Blossom. Hey, at least if you didn't know that interaction before, now you do. They're going to go ahead and battle phase, and then crash, and then poke, main phase 2, make Link Spider, and then go ahead and go end phase, YuGiToad effect, and that's going to set Scarlet. Now they have an engine going, and then pass, draw Ash. Yeah, they're not winning this. They're going to pass, Scarlet, chain Bell, stop that. And then go ahead and draw Lord, and then battle phase poke, and then main phase 2, Scarlet effect, and then that's going to set YuGiToad, and then pass turn, draw Pranks, and then end phase activate. Doesn't even matter like if they draw a Prank Kid, because like they have Ash, and then draw Alistair, and then normal summon effect, they're going to chain Veiler to that. Then link those 2 away for Nightmare Phoenix. Interesting that they chose those 2. Like they could have linked away Alistair and YuGiToad, and then like get a draw off Nightmare Phoenix if it resolves. But I guess like they don't want it to be able to get hit by like Ash maybe. But they just submit defeat there, so it doesn't matter. So now going on to game 2, we are going to see Prank Kids decide to go first, and then opening hands, we have Veiler, YuGiToad, Twin, Cursed, and Meltdown. So they have a few going second cards. Twin is obviously very good. Like you can just go like draw phase, boom, boom, hit some back row, hope that you hit the fusion spell. And they have Terraforming, Cosmic, Desires, Veiler, and Water. And then yeah, they're just gonna get the combo here. Go for Meow, and then Water effect, Gang 1,000. And then special summon out Wind from the deck. And then get rid of those. Make Doodle Bob. And then you're going to get Doodle and Wind. And they're letting this go through. So they're not going to hit this with Veiler. And then go grab Fusion Spell. Dump Summon. And then Doodle, Tribute. Add back Pranks. Set Think It Res. There's no way that you Veiler now. Like after they already search. Yeah, effect, because like they could just like keep going. They could even just like make another Doodle and then just tribute if they wanted to. Add back Pranks and add back Wind. And then activate Pranks, effect, discard, summon out a token. And then turn those 2 into a Doodle. And then Fire effect, burn for 500. And then summon out Roxy's. And then activate Desires, banishing 10. Let's see, does this draw anything good? So banishing, we see like instant fusion, Meister, that'll be good, Judgment. Draws in the 1-for-1 and win, so they are playing like an extender and a starter. And then turn those into Bow Wow. Roxy's effect will activate. Banishing Wind, draw Bell, and summon out Wind. And then set Cosmic, Fusion Spell. And then end phase, they're going to activate Prank's effect. And then that's going to put back 3. And then draw in the Ash Blossom. Close. They draw Twin. Then they're going to activate Bow Wow. Set targets. What do you mean I only have 2 targets? Yeah. And then go ahead and add back. Then go ahead and Twin Twister, get rid of Walkero, hit the back row. Then go Cursed. So that's somewhat interesting. So they're gonna pay 8, feel great, go grab Conquistador, and then activate Meltdown, go grab Alistair, and then summon it, effect. I mean, it's not gonna matter here because they get hit with Valor, but wouldn't you want to like Meltdown, grab Alistair, try to like Makaba, and then main phase 2 do this? Because, you know, this locks you in the only zombies attacking. And then go for Amirage. Maybe they were trying to go for like some like, you know, big brain play, like go ahead and like twin, hit this, hit that, and then affect the dump. Maybe that's what they were thinking. But set, and then end phase, Walkero. That's going to set Scarlet, and they can negate that with Bell if they want to. Pass, draw Meister. That's definitely not bad. Go ahead and activate Place. And then go grab Roxy's. Normal summon out, go for Meow. And then they're going to get Rock Effect, so choosing not to use Field Spell. Banish, draw, and then special summon out Fire. And then turn those into Doodle. Hopefully they don't fire here. Doodle, Fire, Field Spell. No fire. Okay, so it looks like they did it, and then they were like, oh, wait, yeah, I don't want to do that. Yeah, so they're going to go ahead and chain Valor to that. And then use that effect, discard, special summon out a token, turn those 2 into a Doodle, and then they're going to get Wind effect, go ahead, dump summon. And then Doodle, Tribute to add back. And then that's going to add back Fusion Spell and add back Fire. And then 1 for 1, get rid of Fire, summon out Wind. And then turn those into a Unicorn. And then Unicorn effect that targets Conquistador. They're going to chain it and then chain Scarlet, chain Bell to negate that. And that's going to go back to deck. Still goes to deck, right? Yeah. And then get rid of those for access code. Effect, gain attack, and then effect, they're going to pop Secure Gardener, effect, pop Meltdown, and then activate Fusion Spell, and that's just game here. Go for Weather Washer, and then they admit defeat. So now, moving on to game 3, I actually want to see how long the match has been. Yeah, I was going to say, it feels like it's been pretty quick, especially for these decks. Wow, it's actually been really quick. But going on to game 3, we are going to see Eldlich, Invoked, decide to go first. Opening hands, we have Meltdown, Nib, Lord, Scarlet, and Shared Ride. So this isn't bad, you know. This is Makaba, Conquistador, assuming that they're just playing like, you know, like a normal extra deck. Because, like, you know, we don't know if they're not on Dragoon, but by how they've been playing, it doesn't look like they're on Dragoon. And like Shared Ride's cool. And they have Skullmeister, Wind, Twin, Water, and Fusion Spell. So they are going to have Twin. And they can use this, but like Makaba's going to be up. So they're going to go ahead and Meltdown, go grab Alistair, and then Summon, Effect. That will go ahead and search. Their hand's definitely not bad though. You know, they have 2 Pranks, a Fusion Spell, Twin, and like 48. Go grab Invocation. And then activate, get rid of Alistair and Lord, and then bring out Makaba. Invocation effect to add back, and they're going to let that go through. Grab back Alistair. And then set Scarlet, get rid of it for Lord. They're going to let that go through. And then set Shared Ride, Scarlet effect to try to set. Chain Meister, and then they're going to chain Makaba there. And then set Conquistador. And then pass play, draw Water. I mean, they could have just like left this in hand, and then like they would have had a pop, and then like a monster R spell negate, which is, you know, that's pretty good. That's pretty good because I can stop like an extender. So they could stop like a normal summon plus extender, but they chose to set this. I don't know. This card just doesn't seem that great to set. I feel like I'd actually just rather leave that in hand for sure. And then they're going to go ahead and twin, hit the back row, chain shared ride. And then normal summon, get rid of that, go for meow. And then water effect, they're going to chain Macabre. And then fusion spell, get rid of those, and this is just going to be extremely good for the Pranked player here. They're going to get the effect of wind to go ahead and dump and summon. And then Rocket Ride, tribute itself to special summon back out 2. They're going to summon out wind and water. And then turn those into a Bow Wow. And then fire effect, burn, summon out Roxy's. Then turn those into a doodle, and then they're just going to go ahead and tag, so they're not going to go search here, so that way they don't get a draw. And then they are just going to pass. I mean, yeah, you kind of like have to make that, because like this can't beat over that, but this will give that the boost. And the Prank Kids can always summon in defense, so it's not like they could have summoned this in attack to beat over. Then they're going to go ahead and tribute, add back, and then they're going to get the draw shared ride. Oh, they draw Nib. That's actually not a bad draw. Said my grave, yeah. Yeah, this counts from grave or deck. A lot of people don't know that. So end of main, they're going to go ahead and drop Nib. And that's just... yeah, it's obviously really good. Said real gamer here. And then end phase, pranks. They're gonna put back. They could have like Conquistador there. Then draw. Yeah, go ahead, banish. Set Scarlet. And then that's not a good draw. Said normal summon Alistair, of course. Would love that. Yeah, that'd be a really good draw. I mean, this is still good, though. Like, they still have a pop. They're going to summon, battle phase, go ahead, beat over, or beat over, attack direct. And then Scarlet, set Conquistador, and then pass play. And then they draw Imperm. Go ahead and set Imperm, end phase, try to shuffle back. Like, they could pop that because like next turn they're gonna, you know, use Lord to attack and then attack with Nib, attack with this for game. So shouldn't they have just like flipped this to pop that anyways? Yeah, unless it like I don't know what they're trying to play around though by like not using this. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But go ahead. Hopefully they don't use it after they draw. Draw twin. Pass. Draw red ice fusion. Oh, that's just game anyways. Yeah, fair enough. They're just gonna go main phase, activate red ice fusion. Said I mean GG. GG. Insane luck. Yeah, like insane. Hey, at least they still said GG's though. I mean, we take those. We take those. You know, I definitely would be a little bit salty too, you know. You add back, you don't know shared ride draws off the add back. You know, they stated that, and then they happen to draw on the Nib, and they've already gone through a Nib, and they could have just left shared ride in hand, and then that could have dealt with the extender, and then, like, you know, they would twin the back row, you're like, cool. You just let that go through, and then, yeah. Well, I guess, like, you could stop the twin with Macabre and then pop the normal summon, but that plays into, like, another twin or cosmic compared to, like, just letting the back row go, and then that plays into, like, fusion spell if they have more pranks. Yeah, I feel like you would just let that go and then save the negate. But yeah, definitely unfortunate for them though. Definitely unfortunate. But you know, it happens. Sometimes the other person gets extremely lucky. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! But seeing how long the match was, we can see that it was only 19 minutes long. Again, that was like a really, really quick match for decks that just grind for an extremely long time. They just didn't really get to the grind at all these matches. And they made a huge mistake game one by just not knowing the Lamb Seas to Cure Garden interaction. You know, they could have just like in-perm Secure Garden then played, or just like normal summon fire, beat over, and then go ahead and play in main phase 2, but they didn't. Huge mistake. Definitely, definitely like threw the game one like hard. Like there was definitely a chance that like they would still win that, but once they did that, you know, it was really hard to come back. But that is going to be it for the video. I did have a lot of people ask me for prank kids, so I'm going to try showing off some more prank kids. Hopefully I can get more. If you want to send in replays, you can check out the description down below. It should be like the third thing down there, maybe like the fourth thing, and it'll tell you how to send in replays to the channel. All you have to be is you and your opponent have to be in the top 200 on the leaderboards in matches. You can just like check out the leaderboards and see if you and your opponent are there. If you aren't, then sorry, but you can't send in replays because I'm only accepting high rated DB. So that way we get like better matches with like less cheating and stuff. It's like obviously there was some mistakes this game, like they didn't have the shared ride interaction, Secure Garden, the Lamb Seas, but it happens. At least I got to like go over that stuff, and now you know that, so now you're better, which is like all that really matters. Like you watch these videos so that way you get better, which is like, you know, which is good that you actually like learn something if you didn't know that stuff. But with all that being said, I'm not going to waste your time anymore. The DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.